Hey there everybody, I'm Seashow and welcome to Let's Play ARK. So, with this game coming into early access for, well, I guess it's been a little over a month now, right? Yeah, something like that. They've dropped a whole lot of updates, they've gotten a whole lot of performance increases, and overall I think this game is more than ready for some Let's Play action. I know there's already a lot of Let's Plays out there, so I figure, why not? Can't hurt. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with the basics real quick. For one, there is... Well, let me tell you a little bit about the game while I gather up some basic resources. Essentially, it is a first or third person. You can choose which you like to play in, preferably. But it's a first or third person survival game. You've got your basic survival needs, food, water. You've got a limit on stamina, carry weight, and you also have RPG-like leveling system and stat points you can spend on various things, such as... Hang on one second, that's not what I want. Let's see, so you've got all kinds of different things here. I'll just briefly run over them real quick. Most of them are pretty basic. You've got your health, which obviously, health, yada yada. Stamina, essentially how long you can run, how long you can use tools and whatnot. Oxygen determines not only how long you can hold your breath underwater, but it also determines your swim speed, actually, which is really, really useful later on in the game if you ever want to go underwater, pretty much, without having to make certain foods. There are foods later on, I'll get into that later, but there are foods that'll let you hold your breath underwater longer. Food and water just increases the max cap on how much food and water you can contain at once. It makes your stomach bigger. It totally makes sense, right? And then you got your weight, which is also a pretty useful stat to level up, because 100 weight is not an awful lot, honestly, especially not if you want to do a lot of building, because building materials get heavy. Let's see, melee damage is pretty good stat to level up most of the time, honestly. I like to do it sometimes, but I don't always like to do it. But it not only levels up your melee damage with like spears and pikes, but it also actually, from what I've heard, and I'm pretty sure I've noticed it myself, but it also levels slingshot and bow damage, which is very useful later on as well, so you don't have to use guns on dinos, for instance. The bow can essentially be stronger than like the bolt-action rifle you can get later on, which is pretty potent in itself, but bullets can get expensive, so melee damage is a good way to conserve materials. Movement speed is pretty good. Personally, I like to go up to about 120% movement speed, because that lets you just barely outrun a raptor. You got fortitude, which pretty much just increases your resistances to heat and cold, which can be pretty bad. Like, heat will make your water decrease faster, you'll dehydrate faster, and then cold will make your food and stamina decrease faster. And as you see, I just leveled up right there, even though I'm just sitting here goofing around and talking to you guys. That is because you passively gain XP, which is also pretty handy, so you don't have to be doing stuff. But it's not much XP. It's really fast for the first couple levels. So I get to put a point in. Crafting speed, personally, I mean, that's obvious, you craft faster, but that just seems pointless to me. If you really need to be able to craft faster, I don't know. Personally, I'm going to start with movement speed until I bump up to 130 or 120% movement speed. So when it comes to spending engrams, which is really crafting recipes more or less, you're going to want to spend your first points probably on the hatchet and campfire, because they are pretty darn important. So now that I've gone over that a little bit, I'm going to keep gathering some. I've already gathered a bunch of stones, as you saw off the beach. I just happened to spawn on a beach with an awful lot of stones, apparently. Let's see where I'm at on... Oh, hey, it looks like I actually deleted my map without realizing it. That's handy. So I guess I've got a fresh map, more or less. And that, or they finally got the map to where it's separate from local and multiplayer. I'm not sure, because I haven't played single-player much lately. So I do recognize where I'm at a little bit. I recognize the general area. I'm not super familiar with this area, though, which is kind of why I picked the eastern zone. I'll probably move inland some, though, because if I remember correctly, there's no really good defensible locations here. Let's see. What else is there to... Dang it. Give me the... Oh, it's already gone. It's just broken. Of course it was. So as far as settings I have changed, I do have a few settings changed in the configs. For one, I have XP... I've got the XP gain just a little bit higher, because I want to level just a little faster so it doesn't take forever to get through stuff, because late game levels are slow. I've got the amount of dino spawns increased. It's not a whole lot, but you should see a little bit more dinos than you might normally see. Let's go ahead and punch some thatch and wood off this tree. This does hurt you, so you'll have to keep an eye out. Most of the time, what you need is 10 thatch and 1 wood, which you can almost always get before you actually have any issues with damage. And let's see. Okay, got it. So as far as what else I've changed, I have also changed the amount of taming time. I haven't increased it a lot, so it still takes a while to tame. But I wanted it to be just a smidge faster so that I could try to fit more taming into episodes instead of having to do it all between episodes, because some dinos take like hours to tame, which will probably still be the case, but I increased it just a little bit. The other thing that I've increased is I increased the amount you gather from objects, so you'll notice I gather just a little bit more than normal. It's not a lot. Like, let's see, right here, this tree would probably normally give 10 to 15 thatch, and a 1 or 2 wood with a pickaxe. So you can see it's not a huge difference, but I think it'll help just a little bit with speeding things up. Just minor tweaks here and there. And then last but not least, I increased the difficulty level of the map. I keep hitting tab because I'm playing so many different games that I've got between tab and I and escape for using the inventory. It gets out of hand and hard to remember. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and use the axe to gather some... Well, no, I don't really need stone. Let's get some more flint just in case I need it. I will need some more stone, but I can gather that off the beach way faster than I can gather that from a rock with a stone pickaxe. Sorry about that. As far as difficulty goes, the only thing that it really increases is the level of the dinos, really. It also helps you leveling up because the higher level dinos clearly give more XP when you kill them, so that helps as well. But you will see some pretty darn high level dinos. I think on base default difficulty, the highest level dinos are roughly level... I want to say 60-ish is usually about the highest you'll see with the big dinos. On the difficulty that I'm at, I can find like level 60 piranhas in the water, which are mean little devils. So I will have to be very careful when I go in the water because I could easily be killed. So I'm going to go ahead and head inland some, and I'm going to gather from bushes as I go. This is something, a little bit of a lag spike there. This is something you'll learn to do as you play, because you will learn that berries are a good source of food really, really early on before you're able to really kill anything, because right now, the only thing I could really kill is a dodo and probably a dillo. Just one dillo, I'd say, though. 2 dillos would probably overwhelm me quickly. So let's go ahead and head inland. You see right there, I stepped in the water and I'm cold. You'll notice if you hit H, you can actually pull up the temperature. At the moment, your character's temperature is exactly what it says right there, even though that's the temperature of the environment. I'm hoping they put in some kind of gradual increase there, because it's kind of annoying the way it is right now. But yeah, whatever the temperature is of the biome you're in is your temperature, so... You'd want to try to settle in an area that's not normally hot or cold all the time, but you can't really tell because the temperatures actually vary over time. Not to mention night and day also have effects on the weather and temperature. The actual weather, for instance, if it's raining, yada yada, stuff like that. So I'm going to want to try to settle somewhere near a hill or a mountain or something like that. And preferably somewhere near a lot of bushes, because that'll give me access to a lot of resources that I'm going to need. What am I looking at on stone? I don't want to pick up too many stones because then I'll be overburdened just because of the pure stone. So I'm going to go ahead and craft a campfire and a torch to get rid of some of that weight off the stone. And if it gets dark before I'm actually ready, then I'll have a torch, just in case. Oh, level up, there we go. So like I said, movement speed. And a water skin takes hide, which I probably won't find yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it, though. I'm probably not going to learn clothes, because cloth isn't that amazing, and I'll probably find the blueprints or the actual clothing in a level 3 drop. When I say drop, I mean a supply drop, which are those colored beacons you can see. Like, there's a white beacon, that's level 3. There was another white beacon. I think I'm level 3 now, right? Yeah. Why don't we head towards that white beacon there? We might find something good right off the bat. That would be a great way to start the game. Chances are I'll probably run into like a raptor or something on the way there and die, but worth a try. So let's see. Let's keep gathering from bushes, because I am definitely going to need them to sustain myself, because I haven't seen a single dodo yet. Honestly, once you start moving inland, the dodos aren't quite as common anyway, so... And not to mention, it's really hard to gather from bushes when there are stones nearby, because it always gathers stone first, which can be kind of frustrating. I mean, you need a lot of stone for stuff, especially later on, like cementing paste. Oh, don't even get people started on that. Let's see. Oh, what was that? Oh, just a parasaur. Why are you running? I don't like the fact that you're running. That makes me think that there's something nasty here. So there's a dillo over there. That's a little hostile bugger if you get too close. They're not too bad, though. You can outrun them even at level 1, I think. They're not very fast. Their spit can be pretty bad because it does dot damage, blinds you, and I believe slows you as well, if I'm not mistaken. So you gotta watch out for that, definitely. Dodos are pretty harmless, though, you know. I mean, obviously, everybody knows that dodos are useless and died out long time ago from extinction and stupidity. Well, at least that's what everybody assumes. I don't know. Alright, what do we got? So you can actually gather from all these different, like these red flower bushes. They're gathering bushes too. That is a scorpion who's coming right at me. That's not cool. Thankfully, scorpions are super slow and he will never be able to catch me. Scorpions are bad because not only do they do damage, but their stings have like a poison that increases your torpor, which will knock you out. It's like a dot damage kind of thing, so when they stab you, if they even manage to stab you like twice, you will get knocked out by like, well, not very long at all, honestly. Let's see, where is that beacon? I lost it because I was messing with that scorpion and wasn't paying attention. Oh, there it is, right here. So there are a few different color beacons. There's white, which like I said is level 3. The next one you'll be looking for is green, which is level 15. I know it's a bit of a jump there, but that's a Carno. Not okay. I am probably dead. Oh man, I do not think I can outrun that at this level. Let's try to outplay it here. Come on. Go towards this trike over here. You know you want to fight the trike. Oh, I think it's right behind me. I can't tell. Is it? Oh, yep, look at that. Got it to attack the trike. Haha, clever me. Anyway, so green's level 15. Then the next one after that is going to be blue at level 25. What is that? Oh, it's a Phioma. Blue is going to be level 25. Purple is level 35. Yellow is level 45. And then red is level 60. So they've got that pretty much. I think they've balanced out the crates a little bit better to where the later game crates don't give you stupid low-level stuff. Hopefully. It's been a while since I hit high level because I've been playing like low to mid level lately. I don't know if I can get to that. I don't really have a way to tell if there's a... Yeah, I can't really tell if there's a way to get up there. Hopefully there is. That thing probably won't last much longer. So yeah, that's the supply drops. They can be really, really useful finding white ones early on. If you find a place where you think a couple white ones, because the set spawns or the crate spawns are pretty set, I think. So yeah, if you find a couple spawning near each other, you might just set up base somewhere near there. If you can manage it, then you will have a little dillo there. You will have an easy source of white crates early on, which can be a really good way to get yourself ahead of the game. Alright. So yeah. Oh, dodos! 3 of them! Look at that! Alright, here we go. Smack them up. Yep, they're going to be hostile dodos, aren't they? Nope, they're running away. So I'm going to try to gather some... Oh no, a dillo! I wasn't ready for you. I don't think I could take it. Oh no! No! Oh, it got me! No! It's dot damage! Oh, what a terrible way to go. I was so ready for that too. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and respawn in the same place. Wow. Well, I think that's the exact same place I spawned actually. That's bizarre. Usually you don't spawn in the exact same place, so... Oh hey, a dodo right here. Okay. Cool, I can kill some dodos on the beach real quick right before nighttime, because yeah, that's gonna get ugly. So I need to punch a rock or wood again. So yeah, until you get a... I definitely suggest getting a base set up as quickly as you can, because until you do... Until you can get a base set up and a sleeping bag or a bed, then things can get really annoying. You do a lot of respawning. You can't get anything done that you're trying to get done, really. Every time you die, you've got to try to figure out where you were, where your body was. So yeah, it can get pretty annoying. That should be enough. Alright, so we're going to get our stone pickaxe again, and then we're going to kill this dodo bird. One dodo bird, I think, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna need some flint. Gonna have to make myself a campfire. Give me a little bit more flint. Come on. Come on, thank you. Grab some more thatch. So as far as hostile dinos go, the only things you really have to worry about are, well, more or less, I guess to put it accurately, ones that are bipedal carnivores generally. That's most of the hostile dinosaurs in essence. At least until you start going in caves. And then there's scorpions. So pretty much there's dillos, which are the tiny little raptor things. There are actual raptors, which are a little bit bigger and super fast. There are the carnos, which you saw there. That was that big T-Rex looking monster there. They're not quite as big, but they are pretty mean and can take you out in like 2 hits, especially right away. Sometimes 1 hit, I think, if you don't have armor. I'm not sure. And then there are actual T-Rexes, obviously. Let's see, what other hostiles? There's the scorpions, like I said. There's the ones in a cave, which are always hostile, but I won't worry about that yet. Okay, then there are a couple of, four-legged, carnivores that are hostile, like the Spinosaurus, which is a sea monster. Well, not a, they're more of river monsters, honestly. They spawn in rivers more than anything. They've got giant spines on their back. They're really hard to miss. And then there are the crocs, which are, I believe they're called Sarco something like that. I know it's like Sarco, but they're giant alligators that can either be on the beach. Sometimes they come out of the ocean from time to time. They live in the, like, on the edges of beaches a lot. Alright, so let's learn some housing stuff. Want to get our house as soon as possible. Then on next level I'll need to learn sleeping bag and bed. That way I can get a spawn point, and I can already not see. So one thing you can do is you can have your torch out and you can still gather like rocks and stuff. I'm probably... oh man, I really don't want to make my way inland in the middle of the night. That's super dangerous. That beacon I wanted's already gone, so I don't really have to worry about that. Let me see my resources real quick. So I got plenty of rocks, I got a decent amount of wood and thatch, so yeah, I probably should just gather fiber and berries to sustain myself. I'm gonna need to make a campfire here in a minute, and then I can make some cooked meat out of that I got off that dodo. Let's see, I'm probably gonna need more wood for a campfire though, because I think it's 8 and I've only got like 11. I don't want to use up all my wood right away. So yeah, I'm hoping to make this into a pretty good series. I'll probably try to take it up to like level 60 and then do some of the in-game stuff. I imagine by the time I hit 60 in this Let's Play, they'll probably have even more content. They've already added a couple new dinos this last week and the last couple patches. One of them's the Plesiosaur is one of them. I think that is a passive carno. I'm not sure. I haven't really encountered them yet because I haven't played a whole lot since the patch. I think it's a passive. Then there's the Ichthyosaur, which is like a little dolphin, which is definitely a passive carno. I have messed with it a little bit. They had some bugs with it because they've implemented a new feeding system for it, or a taming system, which is pretty cool. Oh, White Beacon. That's not far at all. Well, it's pretty far, but not that far. I think I'm going to go for it. But they've got a new taming system that involves not having to knock the dino out to tame it, which is pretty awesome. So I'm definitely going to try that because the Ichthyosaur saddle is only level 10. So you'll probably see me try to tame that in like the 2nd or 3rd episode if I'm lucky. Maybe 4th, I don't know. Depends on how long it takes me to hit 10. If I start building a house right away, leveling is super fast. That's not across the ocean, is it? I think it is. Or, well, the bay, sea, whatever. It definitely is. Oh, man. That is a super unsafe... I think I'm going to go around. That is definitely not a cool place to swim through when I can't see anything. You can see a green beacon there. Beacons are much, much easier to see at night. During the day, they are incredibly hard to tell the difference between the colors sometimes. Sometimes you get to the beacon almost and you can't tell even, like between the white and the blues, for instance, or white and yellows. And then you get to the beacon and you're just like, oh, well, I can't even open this yet. Awesome. Waste of time. Come on. Let's make our way over there, slow and steady. Says the guy sprinting across the beach here. Hoping that he doesn't run into a dillo. That beacon definitely looks like an easy snag. So if it still has that giant ball at the top like that, it means it hasn't descended yet. And I believe whenever it starts sparking at the top like that, like in the distance you see that green one's still just kind of fuzzy at the top. This white one here, that might just be how close you are. It might be a render distance thing, I'm not sure. But the beacon is still in the process of going towards the ground right now. I'm surprised I can't see it actually. It might... Oh, okay, it just hit the ground. That means that it hit the ground right there, what it just did, where it disappeared and went to a smaller beacon form. So now it's on the ground. That explains why I couldn't see it. It was probably already out of sight. But if you're close enough, you can see the beacon descending. I'm probably going to have to make a campfire when I get there, though. I need to get out of the water. Oh, actually, no, it's just really cold over here. So it is... Yeah, it's down to 53 Fahrenheit over here. By default, your game will be in Celsius. You can change that in the options. I just changed it to Fahrenheit because I'm more familiar with the system. Being American and all, because we refuse to convert to metrics. So it's just easier for me to process it faster like that. There's no point in me trying to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit when I can just look at the Fahrenheit. Alright, oh, scared me, little trike. So let's get a look at like some levels real quick. So this one's only level 18, that's pretty standard in like normal difficulty. Level 6, still pretty standard. So we're not far from that beacon. I'm not going to sprint anymore because regenerating your stamina consumes like food and water, which I don't really have a lot of. Well, food anyway. I'm really close. This is going to be good. That is so much farther than I thought it was. That's the problem with these beacons. They're always farther than you really think they are. There's like a nice river here too. Where am I? This looks like a nice place. Okay, this could be a good place to build potentially. Getting a little bit of lag spikes here. Like I said, it's still in early access. That's a pretty hefty lag spike. There we go. You are still going to get some lag here and there. In general, though, they've gotten the optimization pretty solid now. When the game first dropped, I was hitting like 5 to 10 FPS. It was bad. But now I'm able to pull like 30 to 45 FPS in the inner island, so it's pretty well... they've gotten it pretty solid now. Let me over this rock. Oh yeah. Look at that. Come on, don't do this to me. Come on, game. There's a dill over there. Let's try to avoid that. I don't like that Parasaur's running. But hey, we made it. We're probably gonna die right after we get it. But, oh goodness, Tilla right there. Okay, let's just oh, a bed. Oh my gosh, that is a huge jump up for me. Okay, so we're gonna run as fast as we can over here, away from everything, hopefully. This is like some kind of dried up riverbed, it looks like. It's kind of cool looking, actually. Let's set up on top of this rock, just for the night. Because I'm about to start starving, and I need to get my campfire down. That's right, I didn't make a new campfire hit, did I? And then I need to make this, which is going to cost me one more hide. I'm actually going to drop these. I don't like the standing torches, personally, unless I've got like a really big base. And usually by then, I've got... Why can't I place it? Can I not place it on the rock? I thought I could place on rocks. No? Okay, fine. We'll just set up in this little cubby hole down here. Alright, so I've got some wood. I've got a couple meat. Yeah, it's getting close to expiring. So you can use a few different ways to move items between inventories. You can control double-click it to move 1. You can shift double-click it to move 5. Or you can just drag the whole stack in. I haven't figured out what seems to burn at odd rates. Generally, it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. It cooks a little bit more than 1, but the ratio seems to change a little bit here and there, so I don't know. Alright, so we got our first piece of meat right before we starve, which restores about 20 food, if I'm not mistaken. 25? Yeah, 20. About 20 food. So clearly I don't have enough, so I'm going to go ahead and start eating some berries. They're supposed to be adding a use 10 button soon, hopefully, or from what I understand. So that'll make it a little bit easier to eat berries, because goodness gracious, it takes a lot right now to eat berries. Of spam clicking, that is. Nom 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 nom. Let's not eat the Mejo berries for now. Actually, let's just eat everything. This should put me close or full on food again. As you can see, it's still cold here. I wasn't cold when I had the fire going, but I'm not going to restart the fire right now because it's already like 2 in the morning. And yeah, there's just not really that much point. Oh, and that's another white beacon. That's really far away. So I guess I'll just keep heading inland. I'm not going to be able to set up base before the end of this episode for sure. This episode's probably going to end close to morning time, honestly, so I don't want to bore you guys with sitting around doing nothing for the rest of the night, so let's go do something reckless, like traveling inland with just a torch and hatchet and pickaxe. You'll probably notice I didn't learn the spear recipe. I'm really... I'm like, I have a love-hate relationship with the spears. They're good and bad. They're kind of heavy, so making like 4 or 5, which is the only way they're good, is kind of heavy. I think that's like 20. I think they're like 6 a piece, so it's like 30 carry weight for 5 spears. So that's pretty hefty, honestly. And the spears have the most terrible RNG random luck for breaking. They might take like 20 hits to break, or they might break in like 1 hit. It's just, they're so bad for breaking. I don't like that you're running. I hate it when I see running dinos. Oh, Anadillo. Oh, he's trying to spit. Nope, he missed me. Gotcha, I'm out of here. Can't catch me now. Nope, I screwed up. Let me go. Oh my goodness, I screwed up. Oh, that looks like a raptor. I couldn't tell for sure, but that looked like a raptor. If it was, I'm so dead. I'll never get away. No, it is a raptor. I'm so dead. Oh, rest in pieces, guys. No. Where am I? I need to know. Where am I dying? I'm dying at about 75, 60. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay, you guys. I know where I died, more or less. Oh, I guess I guess it tells me when I died. I forgot. So... okay, I guess I died a little bit closer to like 57, 78. Pretty much on this river, a little south. Okay. You know what? Let's... I want to try a different spawn point, I think. Let's try a different spawn point before I end this episode. Let's see. Let's try south. Let's try south 2. I haven't messed with south a lot either. I've done a lot of the west and north, so I'm trying to explore different areas, see what's going on there. It's taking a long time to respawn because I picked an area I'm not spawned in. I'm so upset that I lost that bed. I can't believe I lost that bed. That would have been a humongous bonus starting item. Let's see. So where did I spawn at? Gosh. Wow. I hate to say it, but I'm actually kind of familiar with this area. So I think I'm gonna kill myself. I really don't want to be in a familiar area. I would much rather play in a unexplored, unfamiliar area. That way, everything that's new for you guys is new for me too, so, you know. It just, I don't know. Feel a little bit better about it that way. This water here is very shallow. I was hoping to run straight into, like, a megalodon, and then that is a huge drop-off. Look at that gorgeous underwater, even at night. This water is just beautiful in this game. Look at it. Look at my rippling muscles. And my gasping lungs that cannot handle the underwater breath. Hey, look! I can see something in the distance! I think it's a megalodon, it looks like. I can't really tell, it's so far away. Come here! I want to see you before I die. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it! Oh, a megalodon hit me! I didn't even see it! What? Where did that even come from? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm most familiar with West 1. Let's try like West 3. Let's see where that puts me. Of course, it's gonna lag again on the spawn because I haven't been in this area. So I'm gonna take a look around real quick and then I'm gonna end the episode because, yeah. Wow, look at the beacons. I like this. Oh, I'm really close to the obelisk here. Okay. Wow, look at all the beacons though. Woo-wee. I like all the beacons. I do. Wow, this is really close to the obelisk. Okay. So yeah, okay. I'll try this area out next. So I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for now. I ran just a smidge longer than I wanted to because I was just trying to find a place where I wanted to be. But yeah, so this is what I plan on doing. What? Oh man, that's not a. Oh, that's a crocodile across on the other shore over there. All right, so next time I get eaten by an alligator, tune in for that. Please remember, if you liked what you see, to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.